Will cardio ruin muscle growth? I see a lot of these people, these runners who are all skin and bones, and they don't look like they have any muscle. So if I'm doing some cardio like them, if I'm doing a 30-minute bike ride a week, will I look like them? Will I lose all my muscles, all my hard-earned progress, all my gains? So cardio under most circumstances won't affect your overall growth. That's the key. But the thing about it is you still need to make sure you are resistance training, you are lifting weights, you need to make sure you are eating enough calories, as in you're not going into a calorie deficit, and you need to make sure you are eating enough protein, because when you are doing any type of exercise, if you're not getting enough protein, you literally don't have the building blocks to actually build muscle to begin with. So why would your body build muscle if it doesn't even have protein to actually repair the cells, to just do our daily functions like breathe and keep our blood functioning at a highest capacity? So that's a crucial point. So for most individuals, if you kind of check all those boxes, you're going to be okay. When can cardio actually affect growth? I did mention under most circumstances you're fine. So there are a couple circumstances where you might actually have growth affected. Large amounts of cardio where you are putting yourself in a severe calorie deficit is going to 100% affect your overall muscle growth. This is not only going to affect muscle growth, basically you're in a calorie deficit, so you can't get enough energy to build muscle, but also it's going to affect your sleep, which can affect recovery. Your hydration is probably going to be a little iffy, which can also affect muscle growth. All these different things culminating together, if you think about it, can directly kind of blunt muscle growth, because your body doesn't even have enough energy to do those daily processes like live and breathe, and then of course do all those long cardio bouts. So it doesn't have or want to spend energy to actually make that muscle, because muscle is very metabolically active. It takes a lot of energy to do that, and the way we were designed, I shouldn't say designed, the way we were evolved is to be the most efficient with our calories as possible. So if we have something like muscle mass on our body that's burning a lot of calories already, and we start doing a bunch of cardio on top of that, that puts us into a calorie deficit, your body's gonna be like, dude, you're burning so many calories, you don't need all this extra muscle, because guess what? You're just burning it all. It's all going somewhere. So just something to consider. Also, highly specific athletes, if you are somebody who's a powerlifter or very big into strength sports, it's probably not going to help to do a bunch of extra cardio if you have a good, decent baseline of fitness, simply because, again, you're going to be taking away from those recovery things. I would never have a powerlifter doing a bunch of 1 mile runs. It just doesn't make sense. It's not specific for them. It's also going to affect their recovery for their actual weightlifting, is what is most important for them and what they're trying to achieve in their goals. So calorie won't kill your muscle, and actually for a lot of people it will improve your overall baseline of fitness, which can help you to recover better and faster in between sets, which can help to make your workouts quicker, more efficient, which can also lead you to doing more work in a specific amount of time, which can actually lead to more muscle growth. So having just a little bit of baseline of fitness can help as well. Do your cardio, just don't overdo it, and try to stay above calories. If you are in a calorie deficit, this is also just something to realize too, that you probably will lose a little bit of muscle. That's why it's so important though to make sure you are resistance training when you are in that calorie deficit.